Hi y'all, I'm here to talk to y'all about flipped classrooms, and this video is meant to be an introductory guide for teachers. Through the flipped classroom model, students will gain first exposure to new materials outside of the classroom. Students will complete readings and lecture videos and then use class time to do the harder work of assimilating this knowledge. This can be completed through problem solving, discussion, or debate. In terms of Bloom's taxonomy, students are doing the lower level cognitive work such as gaining knowledge and comprehension outside of the classroom and will then focus on the higher forms of cognitive work such as application, analysis, synthesis, and/or evaluation in class when they have the support of their peers and the instructors. This model contrasts from the traditional model in which first exposure occurs via lecture in class, with students assimilating knowledge through their homework. Looking at classrooms on a day-to-day basis, each class would start with a discussion on the video from the night before for the first few minutes in order to give students a chance to voice any issues and ask questions. Since students cannot ask questions as they are viewing the videos, time should be spent training students how to effectively view the videos. Students should be encouraged to turn off all cell phones and other distractions and to liberally pause the lesson to take notes. To get the most out of a flipped classroom, students should utilize the Cornell note-taking method. This method requires students to organize notes in a certain way demonstrated by this image. As you can see, student notes will be divided into three sections. The main section or note-taking column should be completed during the lecture. The Q column should be completed after the lesson and should consist of vocabulary terms, research topics, and questions. The summary section should be completed last and should consist of a basic recap of what was covered in the lecture. This can be used to quickly find information later on. Using the Cornell method allows students to come to class with appropriate questions and gives a chance for the teacher to address any misconceptions. After questions have been answered, students will then be given an assignment for the day based off of what students covered in lecture the night before. This can consist of a lab, various group activities, or to compare class time in a traditional versus a flipped classroom, I would like to explore what an average day looks like for both models. This graphic is based on a block schedule, but it still illustrates the drastic difference in the amount of time allotted for students to have guided and independent practice in the classroom. One of the greatest benefits of flipping the classroom stems from students using what is typically considered homework time to learn these concepts. They then have the majority of class to actively apply these concepts with the support of their peers. Like any educational model, flipping the classroom comes with both pros and cons. A large con of this method is that it largely assumes students will fully complete the out-of-class prep assigned to them. If a teacher notices student participation is decreasing, they could give tests or quizzes at the beginning of the lecture to combat this problem. Another issue is how heavily a flipped classroom relies on technology. Besides concerns that students already spend too much time looking at screens, success using this model is contingent upon students having reliable and consistent access to high-speed internet. Teachers are also unable to address issues as they occur, leading to a student getting behind. If proactive enough, the teacher should be able to clear up any issues and work one-on-one with any struggling students during class time. Looking past these cons, flipping the classroom gives students a higher level of control over their education while promoting student-centered learning and collaboration. Since material is reviewed at home, students can learn at their own pace and can then work with groups in class to apply this concept. Students learning at their own pace is one of the most compelling arguments for implementing the flipped classroom method. This prevents students that more readily learn the material from becoming bored, and students that need a higher level of repetition to receive this through playback functions of the videos. The flipped classroom educational method of teaching can yield highly positive results in a 21st century classroom due to its allowing students to flexibly learn on their own time. Learning the material ahead of time will allow for more class time where students learn how to apply these concepts, leading to a greater understanding of the concepts covered. Practice with these skills will put students in a prime position for success in their academic and professional careers, along with other aspects of their lives. In conclusion, here are the 5 steps to flip your class. Create video recording, share with students, encourage students to prepare, create in-class activities, and if all goes well, repeat.